Hey guys, what's up? It's Deniz from Deniz World of Bodybuilding. Today I want to talk about the Mr. Olympia 2019. When you go to the site, the official site of the Mr. Olympia, you'll see that this year again it will be in Las Vegas, the home of Jay Cutler, who is on this page. The road to greatness starts here. It says it will be great. And let's talk about the competitors. I'll do many videos about the 19 Mr. Olympia. I'll call it like 2K19, I don't know. I call it Mr. Olympia 19. And first let's talk about the guys who are already qualified. Generally you can say that at the Olympia, unlike at many other contests, the guys who are qualified will actually compete there, because it's an honor for everybody who there is to compete at the greatest stage of them all, in bodybuilding. The Super Bowl of bodybuilding, the Mr. Olympia is still the biggest contest on the planet, and I think it will stay the biggest contest on the planet, because just for the fact that the best bodybuilders, the best at least one or even top two bodybuilders, basically exclusively compete at the Olympia. So Sean Roden didn't compete at the Arnold's this year, and Phil Heath too didn't compete there. So you know what I mean. Dexter Jackson didn't compete at the Arnold Classic this year too. So the main event was and is the Olympia. So let's talk about the competitors. Sean Roden, obviously the reigning Mr. Olympia. Phil Heath, 7 times Mr. Olympia. He wants to do a comeback like Jay Cutler did from 2008 when he lost the title to Dexter, to 2009 where he came back. Nobody expected that. They thought that his reign is over. He had so many battles already with Ronnie Coleman. People thought that it's over, but he came back, looked probably his best ever, arguably, and won the title without a doubt. So never write off Phil Heath. I think he's as hungry as he ever was, because he knows that many bodybuilding fans already wrote him off, because many bodybuilding fans don't like Phil's character. So Sean Roden, Phil Heath, Ruli Winkler from Curaçao. That's exotic, and I think that Ruli Winkler this year has a huge chance to really shock many people, because he did such a great placing last year, and I think nobody would have expected that too, because for the fact that they say, okay, his symmetry, his lines and his structure is not that great, but at the end, if he's coming in shredded and conditioned and huge, he'll do great placing. He got 3rd last year. Then William Bonek from the USA again, who got 4th last year. He obviously wants to jump up a couple spots, but I'll always say this, William Bonek, yeah, he seems to be a great guy, but because him being not so tall for bodybuilding standards, and you don't have to be tall for bodybuilding standards to be tall, but he's actually, his structure, his blocky structure, he can't do anything against that. That's genetics. That's how he came to the world. And so that, because of that, I think if other top guys are in top shape, William won't get Mr. Olympia that soon. Brandon Curry, 5th place last year. Obviously Brandon Curry can make a huge impact. He really is a guy that that had a chance back then, that got a huge sponsor back then with BSN, didn't fulfill the requirements, but then came back unexpectedly and did great results. He got 5th last year, and 6th Big Ramy. do I see his name up here? No. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, where is Big Ramy? Where's his name? I don't see it because he has to qualify. That's crazy. A guy who was like the future Mr. Olympia, still is, has to qualify for the Mr. Olympia because he got 6th and only the top 5 are qualified. So he'll do the Tampa Pro 1 month out of the Olympia and he has to win the contest. He's like full risk this year. He'll do 1 contest prior to the O, which he has to win in order to compete there and do great placement. Let's see. I think he'll win it. I think he'll do great at Olympia. I hope him and Neil Hill will put a package, but I really do have hope when I see those two and that combination. So that's great. This year I think it's way more interesting because there is a wow factor. There's like the idea of, okay, will Ramy, will he qualify? How he'll do with the new coach? Will they bring up a great conditioning? Will Phil Heath come back and win it? There is a lot of wills and R's and Y's and ifs. So I think this year will be even more surprising and even more interesting than last year. Dan 7th place, Dexter Jackson. That's another great thing and sad thing. This could be Dexter's last contest ever. So I really hope that he puts up his A game, looks phenomenal, at least does a top 5 placement, and then do another Arnold Classic in Ohio, which you could win even. And even if you just get top 3, that's great too. If I would be Dexter, I would quit my career at the Arnolds after doing the O, obviously. Then we had 8th place, we have Nathan Liasha, who is here. So at the left you have the qualified guys, and at the right side you have the men's open point standings. So another guy who is on the point standing is Cedric McMillan. Obviously he'll make it into the contest. Akeem Williams is doing contests like crazy. I think this weekend he'll compete again. He is really hustling, and I think he does have a career in professional bodybuilding. He will have one, and he's already having one. Then 10th place, Steve Kuklo, who is already qualified like you see here, and Juan Morel, who won the Arnold Classic South America. And Max Charles, obviously, and Clarence DeVee, who is a shorter guy. You maybe didn't hear much of him lately, but he is in the sport for a long time now. He's nothing unknown, and that will be interesting too, but I don't think he'll be a top 6 guy. Then who we have, will talk about every guy who's on that point standings list because it's way too many. Okay, I could do it, but I'll try to be like 10 minutes, 11 minutes to keep it a little quick. Luke Sando does look great. He has a great sponsor, Redcon One, that I think Aaron will 100% support him to be at the Olympia and to do great there. So he is another guy where I think he'll 100% will qualify. Akeem Williams, I've already talked about him. Nathan Yasha, who reminds me of a young Kevin Levrone, has the opportunity to have a great career in bodybuilding. He should qualify too, as well as Rafael Brandao, who competed against Juan Morel at the Arnold Classic South America. I think he should be up there too, because I want to see his aesthetic lines and structure next to other top pros, because I think he is one of the few who can do a vacuum pose without looking pathetic. What I really find sad is that Josh Lenartowicz, who didn't come back, so to say, this year, maybe won't compete at the O, but if you check his Instagram posts, you will see he is huge right now. He's not a symmetry guy. He's not a guy where you say he has the best structure, but he definitely is a guy where you see mass, extreme shredded lines, veins. So he's like the king of the gym. Just look at his recent Instagram post. It just looks ridiculous. I hope he will make it, because it seems like he's a great guy. He's a nice guy. And he will be at the Big Man Weekend show this weekend, as well as Akeem Williams and Asa Obiad and some other guys off the list. Yeah, if he wins it, which he really could, I think the Big Man Weekend is his show this weekend in Spain. The only top two, the second guy probably will be Akeem Williams. So I think you will see Josh Lenartowicz on the stage, as he deserves it, and as he will be there 100%, as well as Akeem. So this was my quick preview of the competitors. I'll do a competitor preview type of thing when I'm nearer to the contest. Talk about the individual competitors, maybe show some pictures of their prime and their current state. So keep up with my channel, regard this like a podcast type of thing. When I only show one picture, this is just statistics, so to say. Subscribe to my channel. My goal this year is to hit 5k. I have like 2,700, and I want to hit 5k this year. I know it's possible, and I know I could end up with only 2,800, but let's keep it up. Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell to get notified when I do some videos. Keep up with my votings. I regularly do votings on my YouTube, where you can decide which video topic will be next. Bye.